Forget kale for a second. There is a whole underground menu of longevity foods that barely show up on Western YouTube, almost never make it to supermarket aisles, and yet keep landing in clinical trials because researchers are quietly impressed by what they do to blood pressure, lipids, and post-meal glucose. Today we're going to show you 12 of them, tell you why they matter, and, this is the important part, show you exactly how to use them so they don't just die in your pantry. If you're new here, welcome to Longevity Compass. We make science-backed strategies doable for people over 40 who want to live longer and stronger without fads. Please tap like and subscribe so we can keep putting out long-form, evidence-first videos like this, and check the description when we're done for supportive tools, our Amazon KDP book, and the products we actually trust. Let's start with the strangest one first because you deserve a fun story. Mankai, sometimes sold as duckweed or water lentils, is a tiny aquatic plant that behaves like a leafy green and a protein at the same time. In the Direct Plus trial, the Green Mediterranean group that used Mankai had better cardiometabolic markers and even a bump in B12 compared to the control Mediterranean diet, which is wild for a plant food. You can buy it as frozen cubes and just throw one into your smoothie or soup a few times a week. If you rely on it for B12, still test your levels because we want data, not vibes. Second, let's talk about amla, also called Indian gooseberry. In Ayurveda it's been used forever. In modern RCTs it has actually lowered LDL, triglycerides, and fasting glucose in adults, with a 2023 meta-analysis confirming the signal. It's sour, tannic, and not a sit-down and snack fruit, so just be aware of this. The easiest way to use it is 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of amla powder in warm water or stirred into yogurt with honey. Think of it as a metabolic condiment. Number 3 is aronia, or black chokeberry, which sounds like a berry that hates you. It's incredibly high in anthocyanins, and trials in people with metabolic issues have shown reductions in blood pressure and LDL, though results in the general population are more mixed. The taste is super astringent, so blend a tablespoon of aronia powder into a smoothie with banana and citrus, or dilute the juice with water and lemon. If you like the polyphenol video we did earlier, aronia is like that video, turned up to 11. Next up, sea buckthorn. Bright orange berry, grows in tough places, and its pulp, seed oil is rich in carotenoids and omega-7. Human data are still early, but we're seeing signs for skin and mucosal support and hints for metabolic health. This one you don't chug. You drizzle a few milliliters of the oil on salads or mix a shot of diluted juice into sparkling water. Keep the bottle small and in a cool place because those colorful oils oxidize fast. Food number 5 is sacha inchi, also called the Inca peanut. It's an Amazonian seed with a very high ALA omega-3 content, and multiple small RCTs have shown improvements in HDL and other lipid markers when people used the oil. It tastes a bit green and nutty, so use it like flax or a delicate olive oil, on salads, quinoa bowls, or chickpeas. Start with a teaspoon because some people get a little GI grumble at first. 6th, and this is a sleeper, tartary buckwheat. Not regular buckwheat, this is the darker, slightly bitter, rutin-rich kind used in parts of Asia and Eastern Europe. Rutin and quercetin are powerful flavonoids, and trials have shown better lipid oxidation, improved insulin resistance, and small body composition wins when people swap a portion of their usual starch for tartary buckwheat. Easiest option, replace 20% of your pancake or bread flour with tartary buckwheat, or drink roasted buckwheat tea, sacha. Bitter is actually good for you. Don't worry, your tongue will adjust. Number 7 is way less exotic but incredibly useful, hibiscus tea. Unlike a lot of tea cures, this one actually has a stack of RCTs and meta-analyses showing systolic blood pressure drops of about 7 mmHg on average, with stronger effects in people whose BP was already high. That is nothing to sneeze at. 2 to 3 cups of unsweetened hibiscus daily, hot or cold brewed, can be a legitimate cardiometabolic habit. If you're already on BP meds or pregnant, talk to your clinician first because we don't stack vasodilators blindly. 8th is nigella sativa, also called black seed or black cumin. Middle Eastern and South Asian kitchens have used it forever, but modern meta-analyses keep confirming the same thing. Modest lowering of LDL and triglycerides, small improvements in fasting glucose, and sometimes better blood pressure. Most trials used 0.5 to 6 grams of seeds per day or 2.5 to 5 milliliters of oil. Practical version. Sprinkle the seeds on eggs, flatbreads, or lentils, or take 1/2 teaspoon of oil with a meal. If you're on meds for BP or glucose, monitor, because this can nudge them lower. 9th is maqui berry from Patagonia, and this one is fun because it's a fast responder. In multiple RCTs, maqui extracts or powders blunted post-meal glucose and insulin spikes in healthy and pre-diabetic adults, and a 3-month study in people with pre-diabetes improved glycemia and oxidative stress markers. This makes maqui a great, stack, food. Have 1 to 2 teaspoons in a smoothie when you know you're eating more carbs than usual. Heads up, your tongue and teeth might tint purple for a moment. That's how you know it's working. 10th, nopal or prickly pear cactus pads. In Mexican studies and reviews, adding nopal to a carb-heavy meal reduced postprandial glucose because it's loaded with viscous fiber and pectins. This is exactly the lever we want for people over 40. Keep eating your normal foods, but add something that slows the glucose curve. Buy jarred or fresh nopals, rinse them, sauté with onions and peppers, and serve with eggs or tortillas. If the texture weirds you out, dice small and mix into salsa. 11th, purslane. It's that little lemony weed growing in the cracks that turns out to be the leafy green with the highest daily omega-3, plus vitamin E, vitamin C, and a nice mineral profile. Trials using purslane extracts and seeds have improved fasting glucose, triglycerides, and even weight in people with type 2 diabetes. You don't have to go full forager. Just toss fresh purslane into a Greek-style salad, yogurt, or lentil soup a few times per week. If you're prone to kidney stones, keep portions moderate and eat it with calcium-rich foods to offset the oxalates. And to round out the dozen, sumac. Not poison sumac, the tangy, ruby red Middle Eastern spice. It's loaded with gallic acid and anthocyanins, and newer RCTs and the 2024 meta-analysis report lower LDL, triglycerides, and even small blood pressure improvements in people with metabolic syndrome. This one is ridiculously easy to use. Dust it over hummus, eggs, roasted cauliflower, grilled fish, or salads. If you make a fattoush-style salad once a week, you just turn sumac into a habit. Let me zoom out so this doesn't feel like 12 random exotic things. What you just saw were 4 repeating patterns: high anthocyanin berries for vascular and metabolic health, aronia, maqui, fiber or mucilage that flattens the glucose curve, nopal, tartary buckwheat, oil and seeds that improve lipids, sacha inchi, nigella, sea buckthorn, and greens or spices that sneak in omega-3s and polyphenols, mankai, purslane, sumac, amla, hibiscus. This is why different cultures arrive at similar health outcomes with totally different ingredient lists. The mechanisms rhyme. Here's how I'd test this without blowing up your grocery budget. Week 1, add hibiscus tea and 1 purple powder, maqui or aronia. Week 2, add a glucose break at lunch, nopals or tartary buckwheat. Week 3, add a lipid helper, nigella on eggs or sacha inchi oil on salads. Week 4, rotate in 1 green wildcard, mankai in a smoothie or purslane in a salad. In a month, you've basically built a global, cardiometabolic, microbiome-friendly pantry. Before we close, quick safety pass because this is longevity compass, not TikTok kitchen roulette. Hibiscus and nigella can lower blood pressure and glucose, so monitor if you're on meds. Purslane is high in oxalates, keep it reasonable if you've had stones. Sea buckthorn oil and these berry concentrates can stain things, so don't make them in your wedding outfit. And remember, these are adjuncts. Food first, yes. But not food only if your labs say otherwise. If this opened your eyes to new options, please hit like so YouTube shows it to more people who are tired of hearing, just eat blueberries. Subscribe if you want more evidence first, global, food as medicine videos like this. And check the description for our curated Amazon tools plus our book, Longevity Compass, which gives you a week-by-week blueprint for sleep, movement, recovery, nutrition, and checklists you can actually follow. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.